sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
Now it's prod, not the beat.
You know nothing about
Yo. What's up, everybody?
We back again.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
We back like we left something.
Yeah, 2020 Corona season getting it started. First of all, we want to say condolences to everyone that has lost someone that they know, that they've known through this virus and this pandemic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we was kind of discussing it, through text messages. The first thing I want to get out of the way, the decision to play football without fans, with the president saying, let's go back to normal. Let's play football, college, pro, let's go. With all the concerns going around, which option do you guys think is the best route to go or continue?
Let me preface this by saying, number one, the president is stupid. Let's get that out the way first. This is typically not a political show, but for all intents and purposes,
190,000 people have died.
Right, going on 200,000.
Right, 300,000 by the end of the year.
He knew about how deadly the virus was back in February. We know all that. We know all that. We ain't gonna waste this podcast on him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was too great of a risk for the NFL to start their season, mainly because, number one, everybody's like, well, look at the NBA. The NBA did it. The NBA only has 11, 12 guys. Yeah, 11, 12 guys on a team, 5, 6 coaches.
Training
NFL,
staff.
Training staff. NFL, you're talking about 53 on the field. 53, like between the 11 and the others on the sideline with a gang of coaches. It's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more risk involved. You can't put them all in a bubble because there just isn't enough room. The NHL, they were able to do a bubble because they have a lesser number of players, they have a lesser number of coaches. The NBA was able to do a bubble, they have a lesser number of players, lesser number of coaches. NFL is just too many moving parts. Now, can it be done if they do it correctly with no fans? Yes, but we all know there's a handful of stadiums that are allowing fans into the stands this season.
You brought up a good point, B-Wig. Just think about in a regular football game, you say the players on the sideline and the coaches, right? Mm-hmm. What about all the cameramen? What about all the ball boys? What about the other training personnel?
The referees.
There you go. Okay, if y'all look at a football game and what Brandon just said, the sideline is packed. People got the little lanyards, the little cars, the sideline pass.
Right.
What about the tent? If a concussion protocol, you go into a small little tent. There's like 3 people in there. They're not 6 feet apart.
Right. And a lot of what people are pointing to, or a lot of what the officials, NFL officials, are pointing to is the amount of testing that they're able to do, which is good. Test away, but again, how much of a leash can you put on a millionaire from Sunday to Sunday, between Sundays, between games? How are you going to control that player to the point where you can't go here, you can't go here, you can't go here, you can't do this, you can't do that. To me, there's an added risk of exposure. There's an added risk of exposure for that player because these players don't have chaperones during the week. These are grown men that are going to make grown men decisions, that are going to make adult decisions. So I don't know. I'm glad the NFL's back. Let me say that I am glad that the NFL is back. I was telling Kennedy before we came on. I was like, you have a summer full of baseball. You just grow to learn to appreciate preseason.
Exactly. What you got, K-Man? What you think about that decision to play in?
That's stupid. It's stupid.
College. Let me bring in college and pro because I watched some college games last weekend, and some of the players, even when after they took their helmets off, you can see them put a little mask or something over their nose. I seen a majority of the coaches with a mask on. So what you got, K-Man?
Let's talk about the college thing. I feel sorry for those players. I absolutely feel so because they have no power. The only ones that really have power are the ones who have high draft status. That's why you saw the number one wide receiver projected in next year's draft.
Yeah.
Him opting out. The tackle from Michigan.
Yep.
Him opting out. They can do that because they're going to be top 15, top 20 players. Guaranteed. But most of them are student athletes, so they can't do that. I actually think the NFL could have done a bubble. I think because a lot of cities are close by. I think they could have done a bubble, but the NFL is greedy. Like they just can't. Forbes just came out today with their evaluations of NFL franchises. Everyone's profits went up. Everyone's.
Logistically, I just don't know. I mean, you got how many teams are in the NFL?
32.
32 teams. 32 teams in one geographical area when 32 teams need to practice. There's only 5 days in a week.
Yeah.
Well, 7 because, teams may do things like walkthroughs or something on Saturday or whatever, but most Saturdays are off days. I just don't know. Logistically, I just don't know how it would work out.
Well, everybody's clustered in the zone.
Yeah.
You got Philly and the Washington Football Club are I-95 along with New York. Most of the colleges are not playing, so you can use their facilities. Hotels ain't open, so you have plenty of places. And they would, if you'd have worked out a deal with like a Marriott or Hyatt, it could have been done. Honestly, I believe that this season will not see 16 games.
Gotcha. Okay, so to both of you guys' point, K-Man, I'll start with you. Off the first question, what would be a good bubble location?
All right, so if you do a bubble location, it has to be, in my opinion, essentially you want like 4 domes. So you want a West Coast dome, North Dome, South Dome, East Dome. Yeah, Jerry Jones is a greedy bastard. Dome right there. You have right there everyone in the Dallas zone. You go to West Coast, now you just open up the Vegas spot, that the big, the giant Roomba zone right there. In the North, I would most likely go with Minnesota's because theirs better. And the East is a little bit problematic because there aren't no domes. There are not a lot of domes on the East.
Atlanta, but that's considered South.
The South, that's considered the South. So the East is like but because most of the Eastern states, the governors in those states have really done a good job. The East is kind of, you don't count Florida. So you from North Carolina, from the Panthers all the way up to the Bills, they're fine.
But y'all know the majority of the people that live in America are what you just said, K-Man, in that particular area.
Yeah.
From right, I want to say DC all the way up to a little bit maybe in New York area. That's where the majority of a lot of people live in America. So you still think it's safe to try to find somewhere up there to do a bubble?
No, not it can't do it now. It the ketchup's out of the bottle. I think Goodell, if he was a real leader, like Bettman and like Adam Silver, should have got with his owners and try to do this. But he is just a puppet, a $41 million a year puppet, and it's about profitability. So they're like, no, we ain't doing no bubble. We don't want to make our money. Even, and that's just a little point. All the profit went up, yet they're telling the players, yeah, the salary cap is capped at like 175. Like, because we don't have fans, and so the salary cap can't go up, but you're all making money. Like the worst team in the NFL is still worth $2 billion.
Yep.
All right, B-Wig, do you go along with the K-Man's bubble scenario?
Yeah, I guess I can see how it would work, but I I like this area. The Raleigh-Durham Triangle area. I mean, we got 3 universities right here within, 20, 30 minutes of each other in Duke, NC State, and UNC. So, a location like this would probably work. But as we said, hindsight is always 20/20.
True. So
we'll see how it goes. I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't see him doing a bubble, me personally, but K-Man brought up a good issue, and that's the next question. With all these economic effects going on with the COVID situation, I'll start with you, B. How bad do you think this is going to affect sports and the revenue? Kennedy kind of touched on it, talking
Very
about
bad.
The owners they're still making money.
Yeah, I mean they are, but nothing can replace fans. Nothing can replace ticket sales, concession sales, luxury box sales, season ticket sales, parking. Nothing gonna. They're gonna get crushed. They're gonna get crushed. The pockets are gonna get crushed.
So the second part of that, B, is there a trickle down effect to like with other sports like it's like football? Basketball seem to be doing pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, it appears that way because they did such a good job organizing this. What they got, they did a great job with getting the Players Association involved, coming to an agreement, and what the NBA has been able to do is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It took me a few days to get used to the presentation with the stupid virtual fans. I still wish that they wouldn't do that, but they gotta try to recoup money somehow. But again, it goes back to you cannot make up for lost ticket sales. There's no way to make up for that.
Yeah, good point. What you think, K-Man? Is there going to be any long-term effects? Anything trickling down?
So you know me, I'm a man of the people. So I don't care about these owners because their money's locked in with TV and it's fine. Brandon said something. He said luxury box. He said concessions.
Yeah.
He said parking. It's the people who work those things. That's the trickle down effect. Those people, the parking attendants, the concession stands, the people in the team stores, the security. And then you're thinking about the pilots. You're thinking about hotel workers. It's like those
that's
people
the trickle
are
down right there.
That's the trickle down. Those people are supremely affected because, and I know a person who, part-time job was at FedEx Field, and it's just that trickle down effect. I feel sorry for those people because they didn't get a good bailout. Most of these owners got a bailout because they got other jobs, they got other places. They didn't get that bailout, so because I remember early on when the virus was starting and Congress was doing a bill. I remember Christopher Nolan saying, the director of, Tenet, Batman, all them stuff, all them good movies. He said, if please in the bill, could you write something for movie concession workers? And I was like, what? What are you talking? And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so it made me think about all these other things, all these workers in various aspects of our economy and food services that are hurting right now. So I really don't care about owners making money because their TV deal's up soon, and they're gonna, between the networks, between Amazon, between Netflix, between maybe Apple TV, Disney Plus, they're gonna cash in like they normally do.
Yeah. And K, man, and you brought up a good point, man. I feel with you. You and Brand about the concessions and stuff, man. I'm thinking those are people that we normally take for granted that we know they're always going to be there. Like the dude that's over there, and hey man, he see me got my hand. I'm trying to get some more popcorn. Dude, you see me? Those type of people, man.
You don't see them. You see what they can do for you. They're invisible. The beer man is invisible. All you see is the beer.
Yeah.
The hot dogs, the cashiers are invisible. Here, take my money. I don't even see you. Give me my hot dog so I can go enjoy the game.
Oh,
it's the truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah. And unfortunately, right now, doing the whole, hey, we're getting sports back, no one's seeing them again because they're hurting. And it's sad.
Just like the game tonight, the capacity at Arrowhead is normally 65,000 people, but they only let 17,000 in. I've been trying to catch the stands to see how people are spaced apart. Now, do you think so? You guys think they have like a skeleton crew working at the game or something like that?
Well,
probably so.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay. I would think so. And from what I've been able to see since the game's been on is, I think like I think they're doing something similar to what the Cowboys are doing, in that they're allowing basically people that came there together to sit together, and then there's a certain amount of space, certain number of seats blocked off, and then other parties able to.
So what you said, Brandon? I don't know if y'all saw the pregame in the parking lot at this game. They were talking about they were putting cones in every other parking space. I'm like, come on, do they really think people are going to adhere to that, or unless they have security around watching people so they won't move the cones?
Yeah.
Hey man.
And then let's. I don't want to get too deep. We done brought up, who, and brought up Congress. I just want to say one thing. One of the reasons why there's going to be fans in certain stadiums is because the states that those stadiums are in are run by idiots. And they don't care about those people. And Missouri's one of those states. I'm just putting it out there.
Hey, look, this the last subject I'm gonna talk about. Then we can go on a preview in the season. Did y'all hear what the Miami Dolphins said they're gonna do? They said that when the National Black Anthem is played, they're not gonna come out.
I don't care.
And I was like, I was watching the kickoff, and I think it was Rodney Harrison or Dungy said it, and when I heard it, I was like, huh? I'm like, the Mountain, okay. I'm like, who's the owner of the Miami Dolphins?
Stephen Ross.
Wow.
Even though I think, Serena and Venus has a piece of that team, and I think J-Lo has a piece of that team, and Gloria Estefan. But at the end of the day, Stephen Ross runs that. And Stephen Ross, I'm not, this ain't a political show. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
All right, let's preview the season. Let's go. All right, let's.
COVID.
Yeah.
Hey, look, anything that happens this season is going to have an asterisk by it.
Oh, yes.
For any sport.
Any sport.
Any sport.
Baseball, 60 games. Hockey, no.
NBA playoffs.
All that.
The first year in the NBA playoffs, they had a play-in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a play-in game.
Yeah.
And the thing and the thing about that is we may have not seen the last play-in game.
Yeah, because they're gonna turn this thing around in like December, and I think they're going right back into the bubble. So just
I think I think they're looking at starting the new year.
Yeah,
I think they said January.
Yeah, so
but that's still a shortened season, right?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's preview the season, man. Which conference you guys want to start with?
We can start. We can start with this conference that has the champions. Let's talk with them. Oh, you want to go with them last? I don't care.
We can
whatever conference.
We can start with the AFC. What's that? What's that? The AFC what?
Oh, we can start with. Well, you want to start with their division, or you want to start with like the East to the West, or which way you want to go?
Well, that's a good point, K-Man. Let's go West to East first. Let's go with the AFC West.
All right. Do it.
Start with you, K-Man. Who you got? Who you put them in order?
In order? In order. Before a couple of days ago. No, I'm putting it in order. I'm a Broncos fan, so I'm putting it in order. Order is Kansas City, King of the Mountain. Second is my Denver Broncos. Third is the Chargers, and fourth and always will be last, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Get it right. I kind of go along with that. What you got, B?
Pretty much the same order. Although I was very, very high on the Broncos before the news came out a couple days ago about Von Miller.
Yeah.
That changes everything for that defense.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
Because K-Man, y'all got some good receivers this year, man.
Yeah, and the defense, and we probably had the best defensive line we had since the Super Bowl year, and two really good backups that now have to step up. So, yeah, it's even though it's shaky on some parts, but it's but once again, Kansas City's still king of the mountain.
Yeah. And like I said, when I looked at y'all roster, K-Man, I was like, okay, I said they got a few weapons. They got some stuff they can work with, but I'm curious to see how well y'all use them.
Well, see, COVID kind of threw that off too, because there was no OTAs, there was no mini camps, so it was a lot of Zoom learning, and so like the defense in training camp was like super like winning like every day. The offense towards the end got it in, but it's just like if the offense had more reps to work out those new kinks, and also soft tissue galore going around for everybody. So it's just like
that's gonna happen.
That's a good point, K-Man, because I think every team is going to have that issue because no one was really hitting anybody or like getting that cohesiveness together and gel as a team.
Right.
Yeah, we're already dealing with it. I mean, I credit Mike McCarthy for being very Bill Belichick-ish about it. But Amari Cooper didn't practice for like the last 6 or 7 practices in training camp.
We got paid
right. But nobody knew what he was dealing with until yesterday? The day before yesterday when they released the injury report for the game?
Yeah, no.
I was like, wow, I love this. This is a change.
Yeah. All right. So that was AFC East. I'll start with you, B-Wig.
Wow. I'm going Buffalo number 1.
Me too. I was going to say it too, B.
Buffalo number 1. New England 2. Jets 3. Dolphins 4.
Yeah, I got mine flip-flop, B. I was going to say Buffalo, probably the Jets. No, probably I would say the Jets. But then I would say New England. And then, of course, Miami last. What you got, K-Man?
I got Buffalo 1. I got New England 2. I got Miami 3, and I got the Jets dead effing last.
Really?
They don't like their coach. They're gonna suck because they want him gone.
Yeah.
Because that dude has no business being a head coach. His only rep in this league is because he was Peyton Manning's offensive coordinator in 2013, and Peyton Manning went around because he loved the dude, boasting this dude up. This dude has no business being a head coach in this league.
Right. He's right. 100%
And I feel
correct.
And I feel sorry for Sam Darnold because he is just not. He's behind the 8 ball. He's not learning because he has this dude.
So Adam Gase is calling the plays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Calling the plays, and he's kind of like de facto general manager there.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's bad for. Maybe that's why. Well, Le'Veon was kind of hurt last year, but
they beefing publicly.
Big time. Yeah. I'm surprised he's still there. To be honest with you, I'm surprised Le'Veon's still there.
I think one of the reasons why Le'Veon and Jamal Adams was kind of beefing is because Jamal got out.
Yeah. Even before last season, there was rumors about Jamal Adams wanting to go. But wow. Dang. Okay. All right. So that was AFC North. I'll start with you, B. Who you got?
The Ravens, obviously. Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals.
What? Okay, I'll let you go, K-Man. Go ahead, K-Man.
Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals. That lame that wears number 7 is done. That defense is good, but that lame that wears number 7 is done. I honestly, look, last year y'all were like, oh, the Browns. I'm kind of like this year. They got stability. They got actual structure. I think they actually. I'm not saying they're going to do anything. I just feel that they're going to finish in second place.
I'm putting the Steelers last, and I'm putting I'm
really
putting Cleveland second, and I'm putting Cincinnati third.
Wow!
I'm telling you, look at Cincinnati's roster. If they can get it together, they got the players. And to your point, the Steelers are regressing unless they defense really step up and be there.
Sean, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
I know you got a soft spot in your heart for Joe Burrow. Go Tigers. Do you really believe that a rookie quarterback is going to succeed in that division? Enough to boost them up to second in the division?
He might, because like I said, I looked at their roster. Now the only takeaway that I've seen, Cincinnati's defense is like Kramer, they're out there. But but if you look at their offense, they've got the weapons to compete. But Joe Burrow needs the right coaching. To your point,
yes.
I was waiting for it.
To your point, K-Man, with the way everything went because of COVID and no OTAs, none of that stuff, and the teams can't gel and get to know when to play and get to know tendencies.
Those two components are why I put them last. Coaching and a rookie quarterback.
Also, they don't need to win anything. They can still bottom out again this year. They can go into the draft, get themselves better, build more weapons. Hey, maybe be bad enough to link Joe Burrow up with the wide receiver for LSU, and then you got him on one side, T. on the other side. Problems.
And look, to that point, K-Man, you might be on to something. If I was thinking that strategy, maybe it's best to sit Joe Burrow for a year.
I say let him play.
Because of COVID, I would probably say yeah. Because one of the things you've drafted the number one quarterback for is to energize fans to buy tickets. Well, it ain't gonna be though. Fans ain't probably coming into like October. So you might be right.
I ain't red shirting nothing. I picked you first. You
He said
get out
red
there and
shirt in
play.
pro football. He said red shirt.
Get out there and play.
So you would put your starting your franchise, your face of your franchise now out there in the first game.
Yes, go play.
All right, man. So look, what about the AFC South, man? Who you got, K, man?
AFC South. I want to.
The Colts, right?
You're right. I want this team to bottom out. I really do.
The Titans, really?
No,
The
the
Texans.
Texans. I really do. I really want them to bottom out because I want to save Deshaun Watson. Unfortunately, that division is doo-doo. So it's Houston, Indianapolis, Titans,
Wow.
Jaguars. Jaguars are
Oh, yeah,
tanking.
yeah,
They are
they're
purely
done.
tanking.
They're
They are
done.
tanking.
Look, I'm surprised you put Tennessee in third, man. They went to the championship almost, man.
Fluke, 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 fluke.
Who you got, B?
Houston. Same order. Houston, Indianapolis, Tennessee, Jacksonville. Look, I don't need everybody to come back down to earth on Ryan Tannehill, and you know let's all get this. We had a long time to get all the Kool-Aid out of our system. He had a good run last year. Well, no, take that back. Derrick Henry had a good run last
That's
year.
what I was going to say. Derrick Henry.
And Ryan Tannehill rode his back to the AFC Championship. They had a great run. I don't think he's the answer this year. And I've been wrong lots and lots of times before. I don't think I'm wrong about this one.
So you like the name of this show. You know nothing about sports, right?
I mean, hey, that's the name of it. Because we three dudes that know nothing. Know nothing about sports.
Nope.
All right.
Lights, cars, anything. I don't know. Stamps. I don't know.
All right, so that was the AFC. So let's go to the AFC. We're going to start with the NFC West. B-Wig, who you got for the NFC West? Arizona.
49ers. San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona, Rams.
Oh, you putting the Rams way down there, man? No, you don't. What happened to Jared Goff and that defense, man?
No, they're going to get they got a nice pretty stadium. Big, beautiful, futuristic UFO looking stadium.
That
very, very nice.
That's
very nice.
All right, so who you got, K, man? I heard what B Wig. So who you got, K, man?
So before when the day started, I did my normal looking through predictions, and a lot of people predicting Seattle, and I'm trying to figure out what did Seattle do. I mean, I asked you guys, you say Russell Wilson, but he was there last year and the year before. I mean, I don't. So I still see it as 49ers overall best team. They're not gonna run away with it. I see Seattle. I see the
Rams.
the Rams in a nice, pretty stadium, and I see Webster and the Cardinals.
I knew. Look, I'm just getting ready to say, man, what y'all got against Kyler Murray, man?
I don't got nothing against
I picked
Kyler
him
Murray.
third. I picked him to finish
He should
third.
be a shortstop. He should be a shortstop in this league. Look, Kip Queensbury, we all loved his house during the NFL draft. We all loved it. But that man is not a head coach in this league, and let's be for real. I like to say it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The general manager is a drunk. He makes drunk decisions. I don't care, and the owners are notoriously suck. So it's Arizona. That's their motto. It's Arizona.
Oh man! All right, that was funny, K, man. All right. So the NFC East. I'm gonna start with you, K, man. Who you got?
All right, so the NFC East. Let's start with let's go bottom top. Giants. The Washington Football Club. And I'm going with the Cowboys and I'm going with the Eagles. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the Eagles are desperate because, as we stated before, the cap is only going to 175 and they're in cap hell. This is it. This is it.
I kind of
for like 3 years they're screwed.
I got my flip flop. I got Dallas being the top and Eagles second. All right, B, who you got? I already know who you got.
Another reason why I picked them is, once again, COVID, new coaching staff, that getting to put everything in place. I mean, yes, he's a veteran coach, but it's still, I think a lot of people got put behind the 8 ball with going to new teams and new coaching staff. It's not their fault. It's a global pandemic.
True.
Here's why that won't matter as much. Mike McCarthy kept Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore's retaining all play calling duties. Mike McCarthy made the minimal type of adjustments that we needed last year to make us less predictable. Mm-hmm. Like marrying up some of our run and pass looks and things of that nature. But that's another topic. Number one, Dallas. Not sure if you've heard, but Philly has had a disastrous offseason as far as injuries on the offensive line. We all know Carson Wince Wentz can't stay upright. You can't sneeze on him. You can't breathe on him, or he's going to get hurt. Dude is going to live on his back all season. It's not going to be pretty.
Ain't Deshaun Jackson hurt you?
That being said, that wouldn't surprise me.
Who cares?
So Dallas won. Number 2, you ready for it? Washington Football Wizards.
You combine both of the franchises.
I love what Ron Rivera has come in and done with that team.
You went to school in PG County, sir. You needed, you were taught better than that. Come on.
Hey, Roosevelt.
Hey.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt's a good school. Hey.
The pride of Greenbelt.
Hey. A lot of, I mean, act like you went to Suitland.
Or Crossland.
This is so local, Joe.
I think at Crossland they paid students to walk across the stage just so they can have a graduation.
Hey, you. Can you fit this cup again?
Oh man. But yeah. I love what Rivera's what he's done with the organization since he's come in. There's been an obvious culture change. There's been an obvious culture shift.
Exactly.
Things. Yeah, we're hearing things coming out almost weekly. It seems like of new allegations about the culture, the toxic culture that Snyder allowed. But on the field, I like for them to make a little bit of a noise. Dwayne Haskins, he's not the one, but I think he's naturally talented enough to win that team 7 to 8 games.
Who's 3 and 4?
Why he look like he got breaking news coming in?
I know, for real.
Details are sketchy at this point. But what you doing, B?
Nah, my AirPods went out.
Oh.
But yeah, Philly third. I understand what Kennedy was saying, but the offensive line is a disaster. Carson Wentz is not going to make it through season. And I think the Giants, they'll be better, but they're still going to suck.
Yeah. Earlier today, I was doing like Kennedy, man. Earlier today, I looked at the Giants in the roster, and I'm looking like, okay, Evan Ingram can be a game breaker. Saquon Barkley can be a game breaker. A couple of wide receivers, yeah, but you got to give Daniel Boone time. You got to give him time to get the ball out. But we'll see how that goes because I have the Giants last too.
I just want to say one thing. There's no way in hell the Giants going to win with a dude named Joe Judge. I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
But that ain't Joe Judge is fine.
He's not. No. He is. I see loserdom. All the minute he got hired, I'm like, you hired this loser. You telling me Eric Bieniemy didn't get a job, but this lame did.
Now that's messed up.
Really?
Look, okay, all right. I get what you're saying about Joe Judge, but that team caught the equivalent of COVID-19 in the offseason when they hired Jason Garrett.
Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. Jason Garrett, that a team is going to stink, but I bet that offense will be nice because Jason Garrett wants another job.
Hey, B.
Yeah, I got to con another one. I got to con another sucker.
I texted y'all earlier about who's LSU's passing coordinator now, right?
Oh, Lord.
And I had to say, in the words of my good friend B. Wig, he's an idiot. Oh man! All right.
He's a great coach from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So the NFC North. Start with you, B. Wig. Who you got?
Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears.
Oh my.
Yep, I was going to say that came.
Any team that starts Mitchell Trubisky deserves to be last. You're pretty much digging your own grave. And it worse than that. What I want to know is how bad of a camp did Nick Foles have
to get beat by Mitchell?
To get beat by Trubisky.
I gotta point to that, but when it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Go ahead, K-Man.
You good, yeah.
All right. I got Vikings, Packers, I got Lions, and I got Bears. What happened this offseason to people who were drafted in this, who Mr. Trubisky was drafted over? What happened to them?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Exactly. We can't look stupid because Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson got paid, but the dude that we had the third pick and we moved to 2 to get the dude.
Get him.
Oh, we got to keep him to save face. Ryan
Exactly.
Pace is a moron. The Packers, they're about to implode because that quarterback does not like their head coach, and that head coach has the backing of the front office.
Okay.
Don't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers is traded next year.
To both of y'all points.
Because they didn't give him no wide receivers in the deepest wide receiver class in a generation.
In the same position.
Yeah.
So I got one question about this division. How many more years do you guys give Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford? Go ahead, K-Man, since it's on you.
Stafford is taking nicks a lot. So I give Stafford. When Stafford came in, like 2008 or something like that. I give Stafford about 3 more years as a starter. I give Aaron Rodgers 5 more years as a starter.
Ooh. Okay, what you say?
Look, because if Brady can go, as long as he can, he's better than Brady.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's had little nicks here and there. I think the most severe thing he had to deal with was the collarbone.
Yeah.
He had the concussions really early on though.
Yeah.
But he don't have those anymore.
Right. And the way his playing style is conducive to a longer career because he doesn't hold on to the ball. He gets the ball out. He doesn't take a lot of hits. You can't really, get a hand on him. You really don't see Aaron Rodgers taking sacks like that. So I think with him, like Kennedy said, probably 5, maybe 6 years. Stafford, I probably 2-3 more years as a starter. I think he loves football too much to walk away from it after his days as a starter are over. I think he'll kind of be like Andy Dalton and tag on behind another quarterback on a short-term deal just to keep just to stay in the game. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have a problem with what Kennedy said.
I agree both of you on that, man, because Matthew Stafford does hold on to the ball for a little bit too long. He does take a couple of hits. I've seen him take some vicious hits during the game. All right.
But they really never protected him in his whole time there. I mean, this is a franchise. What other franchise do you know that has pissed off 2 generational talents to retire way before their prime? Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. The Detroit Lions are historically a bad franchise.
Yeah, and the Lions, to me, the Lions and the Vikings have always played in the shadow of the Packers and the Bears for some reason.
Yeah, even though the Bears historically are actually overrated.
Yeah, the Vikings are coming on. Yeah. All right, so last one, NFC South. Go ahead, K, man. Start with you.
All right, NFC South. New Orleans at number 1. This is the last year at number 1. Number 2, the Atlanta Falcons. Number 3, the Tampa Bay Bucks. And number 4, because they're rebuilding, the Carolina Panthers.
Wow. Okay. You go ahead, B. What you got?
Saints, Buccaneers, Falcons, Panthers.
I agree with you on the Panthers being last.
I think the signing that Tampa Bay made last week in signing Fournette, it was a kind of a flashy signing. Everybody was all over, but I think it does a whole lot more for Tom Brady than people are giving it credit for. Because let's be honest, Ronald Jones. I mean, who is that? Nobody's afraid of Ronald Jones, but teams will send an extra defender up to the line of scrimmage for Leonard Fournette. And I think that'll allow. I think they'll have just enough run game to allow Tom Brady to be effective in play action, and which is what he's best at.
I agree with y'all. Like I say, the Panthers being last, man, and the Saints first. But I flip-flop with y'all because, I still got Atlanta second.
So you were me.
So the reason I got Atlanta second, man, is because, like I said, I looked at their roster, and if Atlanta's defense stays healthy, they will compete. Matt Ryan and their offensive line needs to be better. Now, I'm thinking, I can't remember their running backs. I think they still have the same. I know they got rid of one of the running backs. Right?
Both of them. Tevin Coleman's gone, and the other one's gone.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they got Todd Gurley. I mean, I don't got him number 2 for Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I think Todd Gurley might be done, but
might be.
my only thing about the Bucks, and like I say, man, I will always root for Leonard Fournette. Like I say, he went to my high school, talked to the dude. My only concern is Tom Brady and the Bucks defense. That's my only kind of concern, because in the NFC South, there's going to be more pass rushers coming at Tom Brady. And, like I said, Tom Brady is a guy that can slide this way, slide up. I don't know if he had the time to do that in the NFC South like he did in the AFC East. But
also, Tom Brady is used to playing in New England, where he has a cold football, so he can grip it with his denture hands. Tampa got super humidity. That ball's sweating. That ball's sweating like Patrick Ewing 5 minutes into the game. It's gonna be slipping out of his hand way too much.
It's gonna be. Look, to your point, Kim, it might be sailing on him sometimes.
Yeah.
But here's my thing though, because I kind of differ in that regard as far as like the pass rush. Who is he going to be running from? He has the best pass rusher in the division on his team.
Cam Jordan for the Saints.
And who else?
Demario Davis.
Okay, that's for all intents and purposes, Cam Jordan. Okay. And I mean he's good. He's really good. But who else in that division is he going to be running from?
And to your point, B.
But who is he running from in the AFC East though?
Really nobody, right?
Right. So I don't think pass rush really is not going to be his issue in that division. Neither will the secondaries.
Well,
there is a good secondary in that division. Tampa Bay might have the best secondary in the division.
Might. Yeah. Like I said, I know for the Saints Achilles heel has always been a good, strong safety and a good free safety.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little higher on the Bucs than I was when they initially signed Brady and Gronk. Because I just I sat down and I started thinking that division is not the greatest. I mean I won't say it, Kennedy. I won't say it. He's
Methuselah. He's Methuselah.
He's still a great quarterback. He's still a great quarterback. So we'll
mentally probably, physically no.
That's my point, K-Man. That's my point. Physically,
but he's never okay. So all right, I get that, but now he has weapons.
Yeah,
he made.
I wish he had those 5 years ago.
Got Mike Evans.
Right. He made good with a lot of bums at receiver. Now
he also had a genius running the show. He doesn't have a genius now. Bruce Arians is a good coach, but he ain't no genius.
Yeah, he's not a genius, but I mean, I think the parts work. I think the pieces work. I think.
Look. Like the weird thing is, we play them Sunday, 4:30. Yeah. That's gonna be the game of the week on Fox.
Yeah,
we'll see.
If y'all don't beat them Bama's by like 14, y'all finished.
Well, I always say with my team, man, the first drive my defense plays on, and I see how it goes. That gives me an inkling of how the game will go. If the defense comes out and stops them, it's going to be a close game at the end. If our defense doesn't come out and stop them and let them score, we're going to outscore them.
Y'all got to get to him. If you don't get to him, then
that's the thing. They say he's not mobile. They made a comparison to Joe Burrow and Tom Brady. When I was watching him in the championship games, people kept saying, "Oh my God, he's almost like Tom Brady." But Tom Brady can't run like that. Man, I'm looking like you. I was like, man, what are these people saying?
Why do people do that?
Joe Burrow got feet.
But
why?
The only thing I can think of, man, is they're thinking because Joe Burrow was in what they call already a pro system. He's making pro football decisions with the ball. They were saying, okay, maybe he may have the mind of Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a smart quarterback. He makes good decisions with the ball. He protects the ball, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Tom Brady had something in his ear for 20 years. Tom Brady never really called his own plays. You know what? I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. This is another episode of my Tom Brady bashing, but let's.
Look, hey, hold on, okay, man. The season just getting started. I'm
just saying. Hey, Terry Bradshaw called his own plays. I'm just saying. Put some respect on Terry Bradshaw.
But look, doesn't it look like if you look at the footage of Tom Brady, doesn't it look like he's heard him call the play? He gets in the huddle and he's pointing and telling people.
No, I remember him saying. I remember an interview he was talking about Aaron Rodgers, and he said, if you put Aaron Rodgers in our system, and he was just saying the way the Patriots system is and all the advantages they have of play calling from Bell, he would kill the league. That has been Brady's advantage for almost 20 years.
Can't really argue that one. Yeah.
Side note, can I change my pick for the NFC? The AFC now.
I know you see the score.
Can I just change my pick?
It was his last going off on
him. I'm still keeping the same pick. That's a garbage division. That's a champs. I
don't know what's wrong with Houston this game, man. I've been checking it out over my shoulder. I'm like, man, what the hell?
They are. I'm going to say it for the first time this season. They are coached by Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, and I saw Hopkins sign his contract earlier.
Woo.
And shout out to Hopkins, man.
Man, for real.
Negotiated his own deal.
I know, right?
Over 40 guaranteed.
Didn't get Russell Okung.
Right.
Shout out to him.
But yeah, Bill O'Brien. For those of you that have just been perusing YouTube and really haven't been keeping up with the NFL all year, Bill O'Brien traded. He traded probably maybe top 2, top 3 receiver.
Pretty much.
What was that about, though, man? They didn't get along, did they?
For a has-been running back. For a finished running back.
I mean, he was great in fantasy 4 years ago.
Right.
He was a man in 2016. He was a man.
And look, he got hurt in 2017.
And 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true.
I think Kennedy. I think you beat me in one of the leagues.
Yes, I did.
Because of him.
Yes, I did.
Because of David Johnson.
I know, because he was the man, and I tried to get him the next year. I didn't get him. I was mad, and then that year happened, and I was glad I didn't have him.
He had though. I think how many good years did he have in Arizona, man? Was it like two good years in Arizona?
2.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was something like that. He figured maybe his agent said, "Look, you got these 2 good years. We can test the market." But
I
mean, those 2 years he dominated because he
was like Roger Craig. It's right. Like I could catch 1,000 and run for 1,000. He was that bad.
He was never hurt, ever.
That's a good point. And I know last season on the podcast we discussed the longevity of certain positions. Like you, I think you guys were saying running back is maybe 5 years, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why all them running backs got their money. That's why Alvin Kamara and the Saints are having problems right now because he knows, like, I gotta get my money now. Say what you want about, Todd Gurley. He got his money.
True that. Yeah. Zeke got some money. Yeah. Got to get it. All right. We got ourselves when we done by. We got 8 minutes. All right. Partner shots. Go, K, man. What you got?
Oh, okay. Partner shots. Picks. I'm gonna do like rapid fire picks. Philly, New England, Minnesota, Indianapolis, Detroit, Carolina. Carolina, Buffalo, Baltimore, Seattle, Cincinnati, 49ers. New Orleans, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Broncos. All right, go ahead.
All right, for me, I got Seattle, Buffalo, Detroit, Minnesota, New England, Washington, Carolina, Indianapolis, Baltimore, Cincinnati, New Orleans, San Francisco, Dallas, New York, Denver.
Look, my bad, John. I didn't get a chance to do the spreadsheet, but I'm gonna definitely do it for the next one. Get the spreadsheet out there so we can keep track of our picks. But for this game, I had already picked the Chiefs for this game.
Yeah.
I was hoping Houston would make it close, but I'm disappointed. And the Jets and the Bills, I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Vikings. I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm taking the Colts. I'm taking the Raiders over the Panthers. I'm taking the Lions over the Bears. I'm taking, of course, Seattle. I'm taking the Dolphins over the Patriots. That's my extra pick. I'm taking the Bengals over the Chargers. That's pick number 2. Of course, I'm taking the 49ers. I'm taking y'all, B-Wig, the Cowboys. Of course, I'm picking my Saints. Then I'm taking the Steelers over the Giants. K-Man, don't let me down, K-Man. Broncos over the Titans. And of course, look, another. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off on that one.
And I'm gonna give you my partner shot. I'm gonna give you my Super Bowl prediction. 2020 has sucked for me. Well, sports wise, it sucked for me. So I know what's going to happen this year. I know that the team that I loathe is going to repeat, and they're going to blow out the NFC team because they're weak, because they're going to get a cupcake. So my Super Bowl prediction is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Minnesota Vikings. Kansas City 42, Minnesota 14.
Right, go ahead, B.
My Dallas Cowboys will finally get number 6. Dallas Cowboys over the Kansas City Chiefs, 41-35.
I'm telling you, look, of course, I'm taking my Saints against the 49ers, and I got the Saints winning 24-21.
Okay. So you heard it there, America.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to be right because those 2 homers picked New Orleans and the Cowboys.
I can't do that. I just realized that. I can't do that. They're in the same division.
Same
conference, I should say. So let me rephrase that. Saints, Chiefs. And since that, I'm going to say the Saints 28, the Chiefs 20.
Kennedy,
that's what I'm picking. Saints.
Just Homer J. Simpsons over here. Just.
Hey, it's 2020. You look. I came on with the shirt. I got the shirt on. Why wouldn't I? Look. It's 2020. Have you not learned anything this year? Have you not learned anything?
I learned sports-wise for me, it's not good. That's why I know Kansas City's gonna win, and I know they're gonna face a weak team. So it ain't gonna be New Orleans, it ain't gonna be the Cowboys. It's gonna be Kirk Cousins throwing like 14 picks. You heard it here first, America. You heard it here first.
Oh man.
And every time they pick them off, they're gonna yell, "You like that? You like that?"
I wouldn't be surprised if later on in his career he tried to coin that phrase and get a trademark or stuff.
He probably already has. He probably already has done that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's some wild dudes. All right, man. Ooh, I gotta
last thing. This ain't got nothing to do with football. I'm glad that my Los Angeles Lakers are showing the world what you should not do as a basketball team. Talking about the Houston Rockets. It's like I love it because they had everybody fooled. They didn't have me fooled because it's Mike D'Antoni.
Did they lose? Did the Lakers lose?
No, we beat the brakes off. They made it close. They made it close at the end, but we beat the brakes off them fools tonight.
I was watching that earlier.
Yeah. Go and get you a center and stop with the madness.
All right. First of all, let me go. We gonna go sports. Let's do this. I don't care because I wanted him gone. They're already talking about Jeff Van Gundy, and they need to play defense, so I'm happy with that. Second of all, Y'all beating us don't really mean anything because I don't care. And plus, y'all ain't beating the Clippers. Let's be 100% honest.
My question
and Boston's going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, what
I'm not
happened
saying they're gonna win.
What happened to the Bucks?
Oh, I can tell you what happened to the Bucks. Their number one dude.
Jimmy Butler.
Their number one dude ain't that dude. He ain't. He ain't
got
the dog in
the last couple of games.
He don't have the dog in him. He don't have it.
No, their number one dude is their number two dude. That's what we found out.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton is number one on that team.
Yeah.
I was watching that series, man, and I'm like, is this for real? They're the number one seed. I watched these before everything happened with COVID. They were like punishing everybody.
I'm shocked that they lost to Miami, but I never saw them going to the NBA Finals. I thought Boston or Toronto was going to get them. I've seen them play enough. I know.
Yeah.
If you got DiVincenzo, who is a really great college player, but should not be be nowhere near a top 8 player on your roster, you got problems.
Miami went through them, man. Every time Miami would just win, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, I can't believe this. Like,
hey, Spoelstra is one hell of a defensive coach. He is one hell of a
Twilight Zone with them. I'm like, man, what?
And then go ahead, Kennedy. Go ahead.
Remember, LeBron tried to do his normal move of firing a coach and get his own guy in there, and Pat Riley said, "Shut up and know your place." And I'm like, "Why? And everybody was like, "Why for this dude?" And we found out why. That this dude can coach. Go ahead, Brandon.
And then I was just saying the way Pat Riley has put that team together. I mean, they're so tough, like
yeah,
mentally and physically. They're really rugged. They're really tough. And if you don't come correct, like if you have any ounce of softness in you, which the Bucks did.
Did he call that bitch assness?
Yeah, Puff Daddy, right?
If you got any questionable bones in your body, they're gonna exploit it, and they're gonna take advantage of it.
And Eric Spoelstra is going to right along with Pat Riley, because if you think a lot of the Lakers teams he had, even with the Heat, he always had good defensive players. You know, even if that player was struggling offensively, defensively that night they were on point.
Right. The championship he won in 2006 was what he was trying to replicate with the Knicks. The problem with the Knicks in the 90s didn't have that much talent. The reason why they fought so much is because they weren't that talented. Everybody was like, oh, they like Detroit. Detroit only played that way because they were trying to get a mental edge on you. They could score 140 on you like it's nothing, but they wanted to beat you down mentally.
Exactly. And I watched Miami do that to the Greek Freak, man. Every time he would try to come in, there were a few times where he did his little drop step spin move and got it done. But them last like 2 games, they kind of like cut that out, man. They start putting, when he would come in the middle, it would be like 2 or 3 dudes coming at him.
See, the problem with him is he's always on the wing. You can't shoot. Right. Go down to the block.
Yep.
You're a freak. Get the ball, bounce, dunk. There's Bam Adebayo is talent. He's the only one, but you're a star. You can get him in foul trouble.
Yep.
Once again, he ain't got that dog in him.
And K-Man, that's exactly how it played out, man. What you just said, that's exactly how it played out, dude. Oh, man. All right, fella.
All right, man.
Episode 1 in the books.
In the books.
CovidCast2020.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Should we label this season something like that? Look, when y'all upload it, put an asterisk by it, and then put a little statement, asterisk.
No, we're going to put an emoji. That emoji is...
Look, that's sad now.
2020 to cough.
Look, if you somewhere in the store and somebody cough, everybody like, hold on, man, what's going on?
Oh yeah, you better not. Look, we were real quick. We were shoe shopping one day. We were in the shoe store, and you know how you just going along, and then a little drop of saliva goes down the wrong pipe, and you just. I started doing that And my own wife is gonna go around to the other aisle. Like, no.
Okay, I got a quick story. So me and my wife, we were in Fairfax. We went to Shoppers at Fairfax, and it was like early COVID. This is like early because it was around my birthday, so I'm like March. So we're in the Shoppers, and there's like 2 lanes, and this older woman was at the self checkout lane, and I was in the other self checkout lane. So I'm moving my stuff through, and all I start hearing, I'm like, okay, and I hear again, and you know, at self checkout they got that one person that to check everything, and then she started really getting deep, hacking it, and I'm just like, come on. The lady at the register, the little Asian lady, just started. She gave that look. Yeah, you know that look like. Look at this. Look at this one right here. And another one came over like, look at this. And I'm just like, man, with these bags, hurry up. That registered computer moves so damn slow.
That's it. It's like all the stores I go into, when you hear somebody do that, everybody head just go, whoa. Oh no. It's like you hear somebody coughing on one aisle, I'm going back this way.
Yep. You just want to yell out, Satan, I rebuke you. When you hear somebody coughing, it's like,
man.
Put up the cross, like, no.
Right.
Get behind me.
Oh, man. Oh, dude.
Crazy times, man.
That's funny. It's not funny, man, but
it's not funny. But hey,
that's the reality where we are now.
We need to laugh in these times, and that's one of the things that we've been so separated. And yeah, we watching Netflix and Apple TV and Hulu and everything like that, but people haven't been able to get together and just laugh and have fun. Yes, we're not joking because as we stated before, 190,000 people died. That's not a joking thing, but just not to feel, as Dak Prescott showed today, you want to get out of the slumps. You want to smile a little bit.
Right. I mean, for those of us fortunate enough to, still be on this side of the dirt, find something to laugh about. Like that's the only way you're gonna be able to stay sane. Find something to laugh about and find somebody to laugh with.
Yeah, exactly. That's me. I do it. That's my main focus every day, man. With all this stuff going on, I try to laugh every day.
Yeah, there's 190,000 of our brothers and sisters have died. We are still here. Take full advantage of it. Love the one you're with. Joke with the one you're with. Joke at someone. If you want to go out, if you just want to go outside your yard, outside your door and just roast your neighbor, hey, it's all in good fun. Like, boy.
Hey, do it. That's my specialty, man. It's like Michelle always saying, why are you always talking about somebody? I'm like, hey, I grew up doing that. I said, don't get it wrong. I said, when I was a kid, I got talked about all the time. I said, trust me. I said, where I grew up, you had to have thick skin, or unless if you didn't, you was fighting almost every second of the day, because somebody was just like I was telling about. We watched Married at First Sight in New Orleans, right? And then when they be talking about people, I say it's just not me. You see, this is what we do. Just talking about everybody.
Hey, when I'm with Christine and she goes, really? I'm like, I know I did my job. I said something and I did my job. Because that really is her just saying, I want to laugh, but I'm trying to be higher than you. Because if I laugh, I'm at your level.
I blame y'all. I blame both of y'all. When I'm laughing at something, I said, I know what Brandon would say. I know what he would say.
Of course.
Yeah.
I said, and I said, K-Man always try to act like he cool. I said, yeah, you want to say something, K-Man.
Yeah, of course.
And look.
I'm the worst.
And
I'm proud of it.
Look, last week, we was riding out to Stafford, man. And we passed like a church or a wedding chapel or something. And I started laughing. And she's like, what you laughing at? I said, I'm just thinking about when Kennedy got married. And he said, I couldn't trust Brandon. I know Brandon would say something stupid, and I'll be up there laughing. I said, that's him. I say, that's Brandon. Yes. Oh my God, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But look, y'all had me laughing. But you said, yeah, it was one of you guys' text, man. And you said, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, it was at the wedding. Then somebody said, no, it was at the reception, actually.
Yeah, because you came up to me like, hey, they just go like, I just looked at my new bride, and I'm just like, I'm missing this game. But I could be giving Brandon the business because you wanted this big old grandiose wedding. I love you.
Then we got on the big salad. I said, who was that having salad? I was kidding.
Yeah, I had the big salad.
Yeah. He had the big chicken salad.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. All right, man.
So, all right.